Hi everyone, this is Josh Blatt with BW Modern. Today we're going to talk about the right hand sidebar over here, which is the rendering functions of the software. Just like anything, when you hover over it, it'll give you a brief description of what it's going to do when you press those buttons. So, here we have a drawing that we've been working on, just kind of showing some different things of how to use some of the different components in the website. But we're going to use it to kind of show you all guys how to use these functions over here. So when I start out, if I hit the top one here, if I hover over it, if I hit the display view, it's going to render our drawing to whatever materials we've chosen over here in the room settings. Whenever we start a job, we always start with the room settings and set our presets over here. So, if I go into the cabinet finishes and the room finishes, that's going to depict what we're seeing in the rendering here. So if I pick a different flooring, maybe I want to change to a tile, and we go with this tile, it's going to change that rendering to that tile. The same thing with the walls. That's what we're going to see in our rendered view when we change these presets. Same thing with the countertop. So we'll change it to a marble countertop. Our cabinet finish, exact same thing too. Say we want to change to maybe a Rihu Revisio Brilliant Bianco High Gloss White. We'll select that, and then it's going to change our whole design to that high gloss white. So, this is where these presets that we set originally when we started our room design come into play, is when you do the fill mode in the 3D Designer, which is a really, really cool tool just to kind of help you get a better visual of what you're actually purchasing, and help you with some of your other selections too. So the next tab down on this thing is the measurements. You can turn on, you can turn off the measurements. Usually in a rendering you turn off the measurements. Maybe I'll take a screenshot or something like that, but you have the ability to have the measurements on or the measurements off. The next one is the interactive view. This is a really, really neat tool. So if we click the interactive view button and I click on a door or a drawer, now it's going to open and close those doors and drawers. Now this is really, really helpful just to make sure you've got all the adequate clearances. This is where we used our filler in the filler tutorial, to make sure that that drawer is actually going to clear, a handle on this drawer or door, thing like that. So it's a really awesome feature, to help you guys really get a good visual of what you're putting together. So anyway, that's the conclusion for the renderings sidebar over here in the right hand side. It's like I said, it's a really neat part of the software, to really help you guys get a good feel for your kitchen.